Canada United Small Business Relief Fund. $5,000 grants for businesses. Eligible applicants. Be incorporated, or operating as sole proprietor/partnership, in Canada as of March 1, 2020. No more than 75 employees. Have minimum annual sales in 2019 of $150,000 and not more than $3 million. Have $1 million of commercial general liability insurance. Be in full compliance with all applicable government laws, rules, regulations, guidelines and other legally binding measures. Be in operation after September 1, 2020. Must submit the company's recent sales tax, GST/HST, filing within the past year. Must submit one of the following documents. Proof of business registration. Business license. Articles of incorporation, or letters patent. For partnerships, article of incorporation, or letters patent for each corporate partner. Small to medium-sized companies from all sectors and all regions of Canada. One application per ownership or common ownership group. Priority applicants for consideration will include businesses owned by Indigenous people, women, visible minorities, LGBTQ2+, and persons with disabilities. Eligible activities and costs. The maximum grant amount available per applications is $5,000. It is to provide reimbursement of costs incurred because of COVID-19. Funds will be paid within 30 business days of receipt of banking information and the signed approval letter. There are 3 categories of purchases that are eligible for reimbursement under the program. Purchase of personal protective equipment, PPE. Renovation of space, to adhere to reopening guidelines. Enhancement of website/developing e-commerce capability. Category details. Purchase of personal protective equipment, PPE. Eligible equipment can include items such as masks, face shields, gloves, sanitizer, disinfectant chemicals/wipes, chemical sprayers, no-touch thermometers, protective gear such as scrubs, lab coats, etc. Enhancement of website. Creating or designing a website. Hiring external staff for copywriting, to write, or enhance descriptions found on the website. Having a professional photos taken for products. E-commerce capability. The one-time setup fee for online e-commerce transactions. Monthly fees, March to September 2020, to support new e-commerce setup. Webinar software to allow continued engagement with customers. Hardware allowing touchless payment. Renovation of space. Renovation of space includes alterations specifically related to COVID-19 that are temporary or permanent, made to the applicant's business to reduce the risk to customers or staff. These renovations can include the building or purchase of physical barriers, plexiglass, sneeze guards, etc. The creation of signage or floor markers. The building or purchase of sanitizing stations. The building or purchase of material used to create a structure to facilitate curbside pickup or contactless payment, or to move aspects of the business outside, tent, etc. The installation of touchless devices such as doors, waste containers and bathroom upgrades, taps, sinks, etc. The installation or purchase/rental of equipment/furniture to ensure safe customer-facing operations and associated electrical and plumbing work. Ineligible costs and expenses. Taxes. Consulting fees. Business plans/strategic plans/feasibility studies, etc. Inventory cost. Employee wages. Existing operating costs. Office furniture. Laptops, headphones, printers, etc. Third-party delivery fees. Renovations not required for social distancing. Social media advertising, posts, marketing, etc. Item purchased for resale. Recurring subscription fees/services implement pre-COVID-19. General cleaning services. Capital expenses and leasehold improvements. How to submit an application. All applications and supporting documentation must be completed and submitted online. Steps. Go to https://oc.ca/Canada United Small Business Relief Fund/ and click on the link related to the province in which your business is located. Read the eligibility criteria and conditions for participation. Click on Apply Now to access the application. Evaluation criteria for all eligible applicants. Funding decisions will be subject to 45 business day turnaround time provided the application is complete when submitted and all requirements have been met. Incomplete applications will not be processed. Applications are processed on a first-come first-served basis. Grant funds are limited. Once funds are exhausted, all other applications will not be processed. Eligibility of applicant. Eligibility of activities and expenditures for funding. Completeness of the application. Time the application is received, and this is a reimbursement grant and, therefore applicants must have incurred the expenses, and completed all activities directly related, to the eligible expenses noted in the application prior to applying for the grant. All required documents must be attached when submitting the application. Applicants failing to submit proper proof of payment, clearly depicting purchase price and product and/or service purchased will be disqualified. Quotes for services, internal accounting documents, and written explanations with no proof of payment will not be accepted. Eligible expenses are those expenses that have been directly purchased by the applicant no earlier than March 15, 2020. These expenses must be paid by the applicant prior to submitting the application and must be supported by a valid proof of purchase, which must include the following: either a cashier's receipt or an invoice accompanied by proof of payment, credit card statement, e-transfer, bank statement, wire transfer, canceled check from a financial institution. Internal documentation will not be accepted. Note: we will not accept internal accounting documents marked paid. Expense documents must clearly show the name of the item, the cost of the item/service, the quantity and the purchase date. If submitting documentation that includes multiple purchases, highlight/make clear the eligible expense noted in the application, and it must be legible and submitted in either JPG or PDF format. Please have your documents scanned and ready before applying. The grant amount requested must not include any taxes incurred with the purchase. Approved applicants will only receive one payment. The total payment will not exceed the amount stipulated in the approval letter. Payments will be made within 45 business days of receipt of banking information and the signed approval letter. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to produce more quality and informative videos. Link for the application is in the description.